Adnan Said from 5th standard.
I am JP Shankar from 5th standard.
We are going to show an experiment called lava lamp.
Materials needed for doing this experiment is a clear plastic bottle, water, food color, vegetable oil and a tablet called Hosur EVT.
The process you should do is first take a clear plastic bottle, then pour a 1/4 bottle of water, then put food color, wait for some time till it gets dissolved in water. Then after that pour vegetable oil of bottle 3/4, wait for some time till water and oil get separated. Then put a tablet called Hosur EVT inside the tablet. Now enjoy inside the bottle. Now enjoy the experiment. You can see a beautiful view coming.
This is because the tablet contains carbon and water contains oxygen. When we drop it, it sinks and reacts with the oxygen present in the water and creates carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide takes the water droplets with it and up to the top of the oil, at the edge of the oil. When the carbon dioxide is released in the air, the water drops down. As the water has more density than the oil, it drops down back. This was invented by Edward Carbon Walker in Britain in the year 1963.
The principle of this experiment is nothing but tablet called Hosur EVT, which contains carbon. Now the aim of the experiment is to show that water contains more density than the oil and water contains air with it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Good afternoon, sir. I am IRSME from 4C. Now I am going to show you how light passes through a straight line and how mirror reflects light. You know, sir, one of the properties of a mirror is that it reflects light. You know, sir, the angle of incident and reflection become the same. That's all, sir.
Good afternoon. I am Kainat from 6th.
I am Kritish from 6th.
Here we have an project named Sound the File Case Speaker. In this experiment, now we will take this file case speaker and keep it near your ear. And when we on the electronic device and put the song and that song gets transmitted to this file case speaker, and you'll be able to hear with the help of this file case speaker. This happens because of the electromagnetism. In this process, the electricity produced by the electronic device and the power of the magnet gets combined together and makes this experiment work. This process is applied everywhere where you hear sound. The best example for this project is television. Daily you watch television and you admire how do we hear the sound and what makes us hear the sound. This happens because of the electromagnetism. The same process is applied there, and just because of this we can hear the sound. Now my friend is going to explain at what time electromagnetism and the sound waves are induced.
When electricity passes to those wires and combine with the coil and the magnet, then only sound waves will produce. And the sound in this time only we can hear the sounds of the electronic device by our ears. And the other thing which the project is interested is electromagnetism. Electromagnetism is a thing with the principle of this project. Thank you.
Swasan Krishna, I am from 2nd standard. Today I will show you the magic with matchsticks, and you will see how one matchstick will lift, other matchstick cannot allow it to fall. Place 2 matchsticks, the wooden part inside and the burning part outside. Place the 3rd matchstick in the middle of the burning part.
Good afternoon, I am Shiba from 7th. I am going to explain about similarities between cone and cylinder. The cone and cylinder as a volume is called volume of cone is 1/3 of pi r square and volume of cylinder is pi r square. So that the volume of cone and cylinder, we can combine to each other. The relationship of a cone and cylinder is a pi r square. Now I am going to show an experiment for 1/3 of a cone makes a perfect cylinder. Now the 1/3 of a cone makes a perfect cylinder. A practical example for cone and cylinder. For cone in a petrol bank we can see a funnel, and for a cylinder we can measure the liquid items. Thank you.
My name is Janie. I am from 1st standard. Now I am going to tell about soap bubble. Can you say what is inside this sack? Soap water. Now I will take the shape and dip it in the soap water. Can you see two sides are joined, sir? Now I will take another shape and dip it in the soap water. Can you see one line, sir? That's all, sir. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is M. Abhishek. This is my partner G. Matheswaran. Now we are going to explain a mathematics experiment, that is Boltzmann proving the probability. Probability is the positive and negative outcomes of an event. Now my friend Matheswaran is going to explain the process. If you want to achieve your goal, you have to think positive, or else you can't achieve your goal. Now think of this number and roll the marble. The number which you think and the marble falls on that number, then whatever you think it will happen, I mean you're lucky. Then the number which you think and the marble falls on other number, then you have to work hard to achieve your goal. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Madalisa, studying in 2nd standard. My project's name is Snow Formation. Things required for this experiment are sodium polyacrylate, beaker and water. Procedure: just mix a cup of water with scoop of the polymer, and within seconds the liquid turns to a solid, and then it has a fluffy white snow-like material. How does it work? Sodium polyacrylate absorbs from 800 to 1000 times its weight in the water. It is actually the secret ingredient that's used to absorb liquid in babies' diapers. Sodium polyacrylate in the crystalline form are used to help farmers retain water in the soil in times of drought. Do you know what a polymer is? Polymer is a large molecule composed of repeating structural units. Example of natural polymeric materials are wool, silk and rubber. Example of synthetic polymers are nylon and PVC pipes.